Hello, and welcome to Rose Play Presents. Wow, it had been so long since we've done an episode. To Rose Play Presents, episode 49, but I can remember that part. Where we will be doing the press conference for EA Play 2018. Now, here on Rose Play Presents, anything can happen, going from interviews to betas to so on and so forth. Okay, good, the sound is working. Today we're going to focus on, well, what I had actually created Rose Play Presents for at the time, which was the press conferences. Now, we're going to do it a little differently this year. Well, I guess I should probably introduce that I'm Aurian MoonRose, and my co-host, as always, Saul Wildfire. So we're going to do things a little bit differently this year. Since a lot of people do watch this while stuff is going on, I decided rather than us just talk about it for 30 minutes, 10 minutes, let's just all watch it together. You might have already seen the press conference by now. If so, cool. You can see our expressions, what we think about the whole thing. And we'll just try to have a little fun while it goes. So let's go ahead and get started on said press conference. This is pretty cool. Like, I know we're seeing it through but that would be awesome if that could be like a press conference. All three. Yeah, that would be neat.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that? So that was Anthem. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee, and while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come and host the show. And I think this year is going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready because we're about to kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch. Right behind these doors, there is a fan fest outside, and it is huge this year. It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands of gamers can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming, and getting their first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today. But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course. We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Noah gave you the first look. Yeah, we can clap it up. Last month, but we've got some new stuff to show you today.
I don't know.
Then we're going to move on to FIFA 19, and boy, do they have some big news, you guys.
Like
Any World Cup fans? You guys excited? Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
The Call of Duty games.
Then we've got 2 new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem. And of course, yeah, we got the woos for Anthem. I'm into it. You want to do this with me?
Cool. It's hard.
Well, wouldn't it be fun, you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right? Well, give him a break. He needs to just enjoy the show.
Look at that girl.
So without further ado, let's get things started.
Her girlfriend. His girlfriend. But every time she touched that guy, that girl's all up in that house like, get away from him. I'm a jealous. I don't know. I guess I will give, but Call of Duty probably has just as good graphics. I will give it that.
Right, it's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting. There's been a lot of speculation and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer.
That's right.
But
this guy's voice.
There's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovation.
A little hard on the pronunciation.
You want to know how customization actually works. And we want to know more about our take on the Second World War. So today, we'll show you more gameplay and why this is the deepest and most immersive battlefield yet.
Accent, though.
It certainly is.
Could be.
You will be able to dive and smash through windows to surprise your enemies. Where previously defenses were stationary, you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages. And our renowned distraction system is back and more impactful than ever. So, well, you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you, as they rip through those buildings. And you will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community. So let's talk about our single player in War Stories.
Yes, let's do that. So we want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with on this game. It's about, what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world forever. Real and relatable people facing the brutality of war. We started off by an exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Oh, no one cares.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss tomorrow. So, our launch in October.
I know, and then they probably heard all the negative feedback.
You will all go on an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass. Every day will bring something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
It's Royale.
Battlefield. Battle Royale. Well, maybe throw it in there.
It's Royale reimagined for Battlefield. So we bring those pillars of Battlefield with destruction, team play, vehicles into this new experience. So we will bring you experience that you haven't played before.
What is it?
In Battlefield
or
anywhere else.
A mission type thing.
But
you're called
more about that later this year.
So with that, it's time to show you what makes Battlefield so special. It's the unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time it's even more epic, fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time, even featuring music.
I think it's a dimple?
I don't know, it could have been the shadow of the mic.
Maybe. EA Giants with Frostbite comes more than just watching people's faces. Oh, never mind.
Well, that's kind of neat.
It is. Though, I mean, to be fair, pointing the gun, a handgun at a tank is going to do absolutely nothing but get the attention.
Well, you have rockets.
So in other words, we got Jack Nicholson's Joker pulling out this long-barreled gun. Boom! Bang magic through it and blows up. Oh. This one.
Ikke en dråpe. Helt kneg.
Sus!
Eskimo Edition.
Exactly.
The true heroes of World War II.
Quando eu era criança, sempre sonhei em tornar-me um campeão.
Sport game.
É preciso determinação
FIFA
e vontade de vencer. até mesmo nos momentos mais difíceis, tu tens de continuar a acreditar. Esta é a tua oportunidade de te mostrares ao mundo. Tu és um campeão.
I don't know what sport I actually like, really. I played a little bit of everything, but I do agree with you. I don't fully understand the feel of it when you can just go out and do it. I guess when it's the off-season.
I just don't want to break your leg, you know?
Oh yeah, I understand. Concussions. But to be fair, you can get pretty violent in soccer.
I'm ready for this moment.
No, I mean they full on fist.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, unless you get freaking knocked out by a soccer ball.
In all honesty, I think it's for the people who it's their off season or it's a rainy day. I guess in that retrospect, I could understand. But
I don't know.
oh yeah, no, definitely for people.
I like watching otherwise. Yay. European.
That's the UEFA Champions League, the pinnacle of club football, where the world's best clubs compete.
I still don't
and
know what's
icons
up with
of the
that
game like
shirt.
Gerrard and Cruyff cemented
Yeah.
their legacies.
I don't really
The
like
world's biggest
flowery
league
type things, though.
joins the world's game.
Not like that anyway. That looks
And a
like
special
grandma
thanks to the
sweater.
legendary Hans Zimmer and LA's own
She
Vince
looks like she
Staples
could be
for
a grandma.
collaborating with us on the trailer. And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic
I mean, she actually
vision
looks well up there in her age. She
for how
doesn't
the
look like a
Champions League
young
comes to life
titan of
in FIFA
industry.
19. And Lena's going to tell you a
Can't
little
see
bit
her
more
face.
about that.
No, that's why I had to look
As
over
Aaron
here.
said, the UEFA Champions League
Yeah,
is
she
an
looks
amazing
kinda- she
addition
looks
for the
different.
game. It's where
She does, she
football's
looks like
biggest
she's
heroes like
ancient.
Ronaldo and
Ancient. I
Neymar
wasn't going to
clash
say ancient. I was
every
going to be
year.
nice and
And
say
it's the place
she looks
where
like she's been in
champions
this
rise.
industry for a while.
And you've been
Ah,
asking
at
for
least
this
you're wearing a
for a
leather
long
jacket.
time, and we are
The jacket at
thrilled
least
that
does
it's
that.
here. And that's why we're bringing the
I mean,
Champions League
at least
across
it
the game.
complements the
There'll be
jacket. The
an
jacket
authentic
and the shirt
Champions
go well
League
together.
tournament mode. Your club will chase this trophy
The
in
pants
career
kind of
mode.
work too.
Alex Hunter
Yeah,
will
they're
pursue
blue
Champions
jeans.
League glory
Are
in
they
your
really?
story
Because
mode,
they
The
look,
Journey,
They're blue.
and in
They're
FIFA
blue,
Ultimate
but they
Team,
look like
there'll
they're
be live
latex.
and
They're not
authentic
latex,
Champions
but,
League content. And we'll
they're
share
not.
more details
Jeggings?
on that,
Jeggings?
along with all our other Ultimate Team features
I
later
don't.
this summer.
I'm not hip on that
Mr.
culture.
And all that's
Jenkins.
just the beginning.
Mr. Jenkins.
As you know, the heart and soul of
Mr.
FIFA is gameplay.
Jenkins.
And this year, we're giving you the tools to control the pitch in every moment, from your tactical approach to the match to each
He's
technical
dabbing.
touch. And we know how passionate you are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and
Not
refine our
quite, but-
vision for FIFA
Oh, I bet you
19
give it enough
with
time,
input
they
from
could
our
be.
community.
That's going to be a special
From hands-on
feature. If you
tests
win with
for
every
beginners
team,
to
the World Cup,
detailed
the end
feedback
you're going to
sessions
see
with FIFA Pros.
pick your own soccer team.
And we're going to be
They're
sharing
sitting
a
there
lot
and
more
they're
about gameplay throughout the
dubstepping.
summer, but what I can tell you right now is that the
start
quality
doing
bar in
the Monster
gameplay
Mash.
was raised yet again this year. So we look forward to everybody experiencing the game on the hands-on sessions
really
this
like,
week. And also, of course,
I
we're
don't know
extremely
if it's
excited
racist or
for
what it
everybody
is,
to play it when
but,
we
like,
launch on September 28th.
They don't like even expect any white people.
And that's
to do
our
some of these
FIFA 19
games.
news,
Not anymore.
headlined by the UEFA
I mean,
Champions League.
soccer
But I just wanted
especially.
to take a
You
minute
actually have seen people
to
that go
pause
to
and
college here.
reflect.
A lot of the people
Standing next to
doing
this trophy
soccer
is a
are
little bit
all
surreal.
from
You know,
some
growing
country
up,
where their skin is
there's
darker.
two iconic
Yeah.
trophies that every young player dreams
I mean, they're
of
good
winning.
at what they do.
And
so,
for
I
your
mean,
club, it's this one.
I know we white
pursuit
people
of
just not for
Champions
sports,
League glory.
Apparently.
To be fair, though,
But for your
soccer was
country,
not originated over
it's this
here.
trophy.
Though.
I know it was one name. Oh,
The World Cup.
Mexico.
Europe, I think.
And with the
Okay,
tournament
yeah, I
starting
don't
in just
know.
I want
5
to
days,
say
we're
Europe, and
excited
I
for
want
the world
to
to
say because
compete for it in
originally it's
FIFA
called
18.
football, which
Yeah,
makes
As
That's
you can
what I
imagine,
thought,
all
but
of
I
us
thought that it
on the FIFA
originated
team
from
can't
Mexico.
wait
I thought
for
they
the start
called
of the
it
World
football.
Cup.
maybe it
And we
did.
want
I
to
mean,
celebrate
I guess
with
I could
FIFA
look
18
it up
players,
if I
which
really
is why
wanted to,
we've just
but,
updated
well, I
the
guess we
game
have a third.
with a free World
We have way
Cup
too many phones
experience
hanging
on
around.
PlayStation 4, Xbox
And
One,
they're just
PS,
talking about the World
PC,
Cup.
and Nintendo
Yeah,
Switch.
which again, I'm
But you
not
can take
too
Ronaldo and
energetic
Portugal
about
to the first
anything
World Cup
sports.
victory. Or you can write your own story with some great nations who didn't qualify this year. Or you can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country like mine, Iceland. Who would have thought that a nation of only 350,000 people would ever qualify?
Although the Chinese claim to have played a version centuries earlier.
Oh, I was thinking of the Chinese.
They called it football not because the ball is played with feet, but because the game is played on foot rather than horseback.
Apologies to any England fans in the room that might still sting.
You are playing it with your feet.
And Lena isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup experience so
Unless
far.
you're a goalie,
but we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to come and join the celebration.
I don't get why.
So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access.
Football should be called soccer.
Yeah, you can download and play the entire game
irony
right
behind
now
it all.
for free.
Yep. Suck it to me! Or hey, soccer!
So to kick off the trial, we've got some of the world's biggest creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little mini World Cup tournament.
And this summer will bring so much more for FIFA fans.
Now, that is
Plenty
cool,
of FIFA 18
for the
content
people
centered
who,
around the
do
World
like
Cup,
FIFA, they're gonna
and we'll
let you
bring
have a
you all the
free
details on
championship
FIFA 19.
trial or
But in the meantime, let's all enjoy the World Cup. Thank you, and auf from Eastern!
I don't know. What are they doing?
I think they update the rosters and maybe some new game mechanics. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if it's just updating characters, though, couldn't it just be DLC for that? Like, not have a new game every year?
Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe there are these real people in there? They're probably updating it with the people then. That's probably what they're doing.
Good morning. EA Sports, FIFA 19. You know, the FIFA community never rests.
Like,
20
you don't
million
want to play
people from 60
like
countries playing in competitive leagues this year.
Like,
Well, the FIFA team never rests either, bringing the Champions League and the World Cup and so much other greatness to FIFA this year. We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do, but before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of things. The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching movies, watching TV, listening to music, reading books has never been easier. And we believe that disruption is going to have a profound impact on our industry in the next few years. And so over the last couple of weeks, you will have seen that we announced a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world.
Agreed.
For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms.
That and bowling. I think
for
bowling
others,
is pretty
it's going to mean new games and new modalities of play across a whole variety of platforms.
A perfect game of 300.
But for everyone,
that is hard
it's
to do,
going to
just
mean
like getting a
playing
hole in
games
one.
anywhere,
I don't know if anybody's ever done a hole in one.
So this week we've got a tech demo running. All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for full market prime time yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future. The second part of that, of course, is subscription. And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full access to a great catalog of games. Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premiere. So 3 things you need to know about it. Origin Access Premiere will bring you all of our new PC games, starting with Madden NFL, back on the PC for the first time in over a decade.
Oh, yay, finally a different sport.
Then FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and of course, Anthem.
back.
And there'll be many more titles in the years to come.
Madden.
Second, you get access to the Vault, our library of over 100 games from EA and other publishers. And third, It will launch later this summer.
They already exist.
So
We
that's a
don't want to
little
see
later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and experience the benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend.
That would be a completely different game.
Show.
Actually, you know what? Somebody needs to do that. They've already made Stalker with cars. They need to make Stalker on horseback. That would be interesting.
Think you got a chance, but I don't see how. Got a real tight grip
What?
and I hold
Where's
it down.
the
My life been good and bad and all around. The more things I lost, the more I found. Came here ready to fight on this night. You better just run for your life.
Oh, they crushed somebody.
Gonna have to do a little better than Sims.
Yeah, for us.
Oh, the Sims though.
Which I know they didn't show much at the E3 press conference. But they did show seasons on the pre.
Can you bring them all to the council?
They do.
Hey everybody! What's up?
council.
So I'm here, sitting inside the crowd at EA Play.
Yep,
And I
she's on
just
to
happened
everyone
to
else now.
find
Look at that.
Mr.
Yeah, she just
Vince
loves
Zampella
interacting
here
with
in
the
the
crowd.
audience from
Oh,
Respawn. What's going on, Vince? How
Well,
you
I
feeling
guess
today?
probably
I'm
the
feeling
older
great.
girls are probably there
I
with
love this
boyfriends.
stuff.
Probably,
Seeing new
maybe.
games.
Unless
I
they're
mean,
actually
someone's
some
super
gamers.
excited about that
There
man on
probably
PC,
is,
right? Yeah.
I don't know. Look at that whole crowd
So,
of guys right
you
there.
guys may have seen that
Well, the
Vince
guy she's
was
talking to
tweeting
right now is for
yesterday,
Respawn,
and there
too.
has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to
Talking
it?
about a Star Wars.
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch
yeah,
of
you
stuff.
probably
It's
want guys to see.
amazing. The teams are kicking ass.
To be
But
fair, they always ask
we
guys
wanted to
opinions
bring a
on
little
games.
tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on
Yeah, but I mean, look
getting
at some
the
of the press
name
conferences in
and
the
kind
past
of the
years.
setting for what
You
our
had
Star Wars
what's
game's
her
going to be,
face
and
from
we're
the
going
View
to
that
talk
did
about it right
or
now.
Ubisoft 3
Oh,
years
you
ago.
guys got any guesses? I bet you the,
I mean, the
the
girls
internet
are
is
getting
going
their
wild
respect
right
in
now.
here more than they
You
used to.
can't trust girls. They'll be like,
So the
oh,
Star
yeah, that
Wars
game,
name
it's
is
so good.
Jedi Fallen
Battlefield,
Order.
I totally played it.
Woo! So Star Wars Jedi
Played
Fallen
there, done
Order.
that.
Yeah.
So
So it
good.
kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like
But most
hold a
likely, if
lightsaber?
they're there, it's probably
Yes.
with the boyfriend.
It costs a lot of money, though.
So Vince, you got anything else?
And if their boyfriend
Well,
wants to do
it takes
they go out and
place
do it.
during the dark
suppose.
times. Trying to be a little vague here, but when the Jedis are
Seriously, that
being
whole crowd
hunted,
looks
so
like guys right
it's
there.
going to be spectacular.
So
They're
for
all
all the
hanging out.
like the hardcore nerds out there who
Man
want to know like, where
cave.
in the timeline, like between which
The whole in the
episodes is
middle.
it?
Between 3 and 4.
She's
Okay,
gardening.
all right, between 3 and 4. That sounds
Oh,
like a
so
nice
that's
time.
where Plants vs.
Got it,
Gar-
any
or,
other
uh,
tidbits?
Garden.
It's
Plants
not a
vs.
nice-
Zombies
dark
come
It's a
in.
dark
Plants are
time.
attacking the garden, bro.
Bad time. Does that mean it's gonna just be all
Tired
dark
time.
and serious?
It's
I mean,
amazing.
I'm interested, I guess, in this Jedi Outcast
All right,
episode
so I
3
think people
era
are now
thing.
anxiously want to
But
know, like,
they're only
when
talking
can we
about
play
it.
the
It's
game?
like, it'd be a great
It will
reel for next
be
year.
holiday of next year,
Holiday of
2019, not
next
this
year.
year.
So in other words,
sorry
I
to
don't
dash any
care,
hopes.
Right.
No.
But
Yep.
now that we know, we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from
So
you
amped.
maybe next year.
Oh,
So
yeah.
amped.
Well, Vince,
Oh, it'll be
it was great to see you.
next
Thanks for
year's
stopping
E3
by the
for
show
sure.
today.
Unless Star
we do
Wars
have a little
completely
bit more
loses
news
its
on Star
popularity.
Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
No, look.
He's on her face a little too long.
They're like, we're just gonna show the girl off a little bit longer.
My name is Dennis.
He's totally
I work at
videogenic
DICE in
right
Stockholm on
Yeah,
Star
he
Wars
is.
Battlefront 2.
Oh my
I'm
God.
really happy and excited to be here today, so thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit.
He's like, I don't want to be up
So
here.
we
right
launched our
now,
game
bub.
in November of last year, and
I
clearly
lost the
we
rock,
didn't get
paper,
it
scissors
quite right.
contest.
So instead of coming out of the gate sprinting like we really wanted to, we had to take a step back and
But then I got an
make
arrow to the
sure
media.
that we were
Or
delivering
no, I
the
guess he's
game
talking about
that
Star
our
Wars.
players really
Then I got a
wanted.
hand blaster to
So
the
we
media.
decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor.
The Ewoks.
And
Because everybody always
Thank
wanted
you.
to kill an Ewok.
It turned out to be
Ewok.
by far the
Ewok.
most popular update of the game,
Ewok.
and the team
Ewok.
loved building
I
Ewok
can't
hunts.
hear him very well.
So, as you might know, we're currently in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place,
Star Wars,
and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction.
Maybe the characters will be more.
So, looking forward a little bit.
I mean, at
this
least I like
summer,
him.
We will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and play
give me the
with
Millennium
your friends.
Falcon. I will fly that thing as
We're
good as
also adding
Actually,
a
I'll
new
probably crash
starfighter
into the
mode
first
focused
asteroid
around
and kill the Rebel
dogfighting
Alliance.
with your hero ships.
Oh, let's do
And looking
this.
ahead
Man,
a little bit more,
we
we will also be delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused around capturing command posts and attacking and taking out capital ships. But that's not all. We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars.
I mean, he looks like how I felt when I first started.
It's only fitting that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple levels, including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront. So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce
That's what I was thinking.
the most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous.
I was like, probably not.
And yes, he will be going up against my own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Tissue paper.
Yeah, I would do it myself.
Finally making his debut in Battlefront
show
after all these
your
years.
stomach and
So,
a little bit of your
we're not
broad.
done.
Oh,
That's
oh
not
God!
it. They will not come alone.
hope
Joining them is the Dark
Now,
Lord
I know
and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku, as well as someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker.
Not really.
The team at home is extremely excited to be building all of these cool things.
And baby
EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront.
Which, to be fair,
we had a rough start, but
Darth
I
Vader's
really
probably still gonna
think
be
that this game has a bright future.
That's true.
Thank you very much for playing the game, providing us with your feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build. There would be no Battlefront without you. So thank you, may the Force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
May the Force be with you. You're a little late. That was May 4th. Okay, now here's the one that I am extremely excited about. Because at first I'm like, I have no idea what this is. And then I see Yarny, and I'm like, oh my god, are they doing a sequel? No, we haven't played the first one. We are gonna rectify that tonight. We're gonna play some of it to be prepared for the second one. Well, and right out the gate they changed it up though, because I remember why we bought the first one. It was because you used the yarn to go across and you couldn't run out, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, no, your yarn is working.
Hi, it's really good to see you.
Yeah, he's nervous.
In Unravel,
Or
we used
mega gay.
yarn to
Or mega
symbolize
excited.
love
Or
and the
mega all
bonds
three.
between people.
Mega
In our new
excited,
game,
mega gay.
we tear that bond up right at the start.
He's overly happy.
You
No,
lose
he's doing
everything,
this
including
thing.
your spark.
Yeah.
But
I would be too
when
if I
things
always
are
did.
at their darkest, you find hope.
Now see, that is cute and
And you
adorable
form
that,
a new
that
bond.
there's a partner!
And your spark
I know, and it's blue.
is rekindled.
Yeah, you got blue and red.
And it leads you
Red
off
and blue just
on an
go
adventure.
together.
It does.
So welcome
So it would have been interesting
to
to see it
Unravel
green.
2.
That would have been cool.
Hey, who knows? Maybe Unravel 3.
But then it'd be Christmas. Unravel the Christmas first.
It's a game about
Definitely the first
starts
level has got to be
and
a
second
Christmas story.
chances. These two little souls
And
who
they just
refuse to
hang
give
up
up
on it.
and who build something new and beautiful
We
together.
can hang the Christmas tree.
And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and togetherness.
Now, I know a lot of people were dissing the fact that this game got ruined because they had to add co-op. But I think
or you can play it in co-op with a friend.
We haven't played the first one. What they did with the first one,
sharing one yarn,
I definitely think the fact that they,
get through this adventure.
rather than sitting there and doing what was safe,
this game,
and just doing a rehash of the first one, different levels, different environments, they not only decided to add 2 people,
but above all,
try the co-op.
It's a lot more playful.
But just
and,
the fun
and we think
it looks
it's
like
a worthy successor.
Well, see, and you don't even need
I want to show it to you now, so I brought some help.
Yeah.
So please welcome Michael to the stage.
There is some puzzles where you have to do both of them, but you don't have to have a partner. You can brothers 2 solo.
We're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
If you can literally complete a whole game without getting killed, 2 people, and you're being both of them, that's...
Yeah. Well, that's really what Brothers is. It's literally what Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons are. You're basically controlling one with the left stick and one with the right. So when you're playing it by yourself,
you can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced
Yeah, I was confused at first. I was like, what happened to Blue?
And we actually tried to include a bit more of those.
That really gives you a lot more freedom, though.
We figured that since it's a co-op game, we wanted to have more like thrill and danger and kind of wow moments. Places that were like fun and exciting. And then when you get to the more puzzly areas like this, when
I've always been kind of fond of
you can split apart into 2 and switch back and forth between the 2 characters. Because
I love
that's
that
how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across.
That's neat how you just
So I guess I'll jump in at this point.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm gonna be the red one.
Okay.
Be the blue.
I'm gonna let you be. Yeah, see, this is when they start working as a team. Before it was just one person doing both.
Celebratory flip there.
Yeah, no, I personally like that they decided to do something different.
And the bird is back.
Not the same. Makes you wonder if this does do good and then you get a third one, what they would do with that.
Oops. I'll swing. Alright. Nice. And I'll catch you. There you go.
I don't know, I don't even know what the point of the first one was,
okay.
So I guess it depends on how the second story ends.
Yeah.
So here it goes. Oh. Okay, this is the scary part. Let's see if we can...
This is the scary part.
Got it?
Oh, it would have been so funny to see a guy.
It would have. And I mean, they've done that in some demos before where they messed up horribly.
Oh, Buster. Oh, sweet, well done. Okay, I'll go up and distract the grouse.
I'll sneak up here.
Hopefully this is going to take some thought and some puzzle.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah, look at me.
There you go. keep him up with
like Limbo.
Now I'll go.
I thought Limbo was just the right equal of hard and easy.
Alright. He gets excited.
Oh.
It's like the ghost
There you go.
on Mario.
Now we can breathe again.
Yeah, finally.
Or can we? So that's a quick little look at Unravel 2.
You just get up and jump down quickly.
Yeah, I really hope you like it.
Sure.
And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort on so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home. It doesn't help that it's storming
outside, and we got a fan.
Thank you. Love you.
Yeah.
And the trailer just makes it so much awesome, too.
Oh, he looks so sad.
I know, right? If one is Yarny, I wonder what the other one's name is. Blarney? chase your or with a friend.
The sea waves are my evening gown, and the sun on my head is my crown. I made this kingdom on my own, and all the mountains are my home. Your kingdom come.
He's like, I'm loving this. Ba 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 ba. I'm loving it. The game just looks so beautiful too. Go get 'em, Yarny.
Thank you, Martin, and the brilliant team at Coldwood. The game is really strong. These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep, you heard that right. You'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out.
Right there. Oh my God!
So thank you, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood. Back in 2015, we started on this journey with the original Unravel.
I love that guy.
To seek out the most creative, independent developers and bring them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories.
Too.
And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out. And I think we all kind of remember that.
You might know, you might not.
And you might even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I think I did.
Yeah, we still need to get
Anyhow,
that.
in March, that game caught
last
fire.
year, and
it's innovative,
we still don't
it's fun,
have it.
and it's something fresh and new, and you all loved it. We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio. So stories like this drive our industry, and it's why we will continue
I just thought
to
they were
work with
saying how
independent
successful it
developers
was.
to help
Hey,
them
we got
realize
another
their
game.
dreams. Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Joe My Games.
Oh, maybe
when I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message. And it's unlike anything we have ever done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
Sea of Solitude.
Thank you, Patrick. I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was, and that afterwards, our whole team, including me, were super excited.
But she's the one that sounds like she speaks less English.
A little bit the same.
Yeah,
right
that she's trying really hard, and if she is, I give her props for pulling it off as well.
Too excited.
If not, then yeah, she's really nervous.
Thank you.
What? I need to be able to talk.
We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude,
well,
or
they're from Berlin,
SOS,
so I mean,
as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game. When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters.
It's got an interesting premise.
Is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out.
Well, I mean, if you keep yourself in your office, come up with ideas.
I'm still amazed.
Yeah, probably.
Like the concept seems to just float out of me, like right into the hand and onto the paper. I think This is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS,
honestly, it reminds me, and I love that the name is abbreviated to SOS. Yeah, that's a nice touch. But honestly, it reminds me of like a futuristic Wind Waker for Legend of Zelda.
We achieve all this in
from this alone, mixed with, as we talked about, it also looks like a little bit of a mix of Limbo and Inside.
But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why
this could be a very good game for people who are depressed,
into a human.
Depending on where they go with the story.
Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into
balance.
balance.
But it depends on how the game would end.
Some needs to become bigger.
Because at the end, it could be like, oh my God, gives hope.
A little smaller, but
hopefully
to embrace.
Yeah, let's hope it's
even
not
your destructive
mass suicide
or your self-doubt.
That game would
in the
definitely
same
be
way
banned.
you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about, and that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
Is this real?
I will not say that the game doesn't look interesting from the trailer, though. I just don't know what to think about it yet.
It's empty and cold.
Like, I wish, or I hope, that later on this week, there's gameplay footage from it.
No child of destiny.
Yeah, because you can't tell.
No fortune, son. I've just chased you.
I mean, but the things they're showing look
I'm too
neat.
weak to run. A new day is here, but nothing is new. Alone in my room, I tremble for you.
So I'm guessing an apocalyptic future.
Yeah, I'm the one.
Oh, more sports!
I'm not the only one. We are the one. We can shut you down, and we can put you on an island. Crossover. Gather.
There's like one Caucasian.
We're balling. Be ready. Because we're coming at you.
Well, remember, from the movie, white men can't jump.
Say it how you want. Trust the process.
No, what it really is that white men aren't tall.
Or be the answer. As long as you
okay, I don't remember what the basketball player's name is, but he's from no, he's from Japan. Or maybe it's China.
Just remember,
the guy is like borderline on 8 feet tall.
Whatever your fit, or however you ball.
I mean, you don't even have to jump to put you in the hoop. You just have to be like. Ugh.
Yeah, but our white guys aren't into that.
And this is
problem.
my squad.
The ones who are tall are totally not into that. Are very few, very tall men.
We're just lawyers, doctors, and policemen.
My name's Shay Kivlin, aka Young Kiv. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win the Mountain Cup.
Kiv's been going after that belt since 2016. At some point, he's going to need to get out of this quarterfinal and claim a major.
It's a big night for Young Kiv. He's been stuck at the quarterfinals.
And here he is now in his first championship game, looking to accomplish a goal.
3rd and 4, throws it low. T.Y. drops it.
That was a phenomenal read, and Trini's got the lead.
40-19.
Now, see, I at least understand.
Way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have a incredible matchup. It's a rematch.
Apparently, a championship belt.
Touchdown, Kev.
I mean, I would always be wearing. If I won something like that, I would be walking to the store with it around my waist or over my shoulder, so people would look at it and be like,
Madden 18 champion.
He's finally done it.
He's finally done it, JR. Oh my God, he won the Universal fastest belt in the world. He's going to WrestleMania.
Okay, baby, how you doing? I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping? Wow, already starting. Okay.
Oh,
Hi, everybody.
God,
I'm
somebody
Juju
called the
Smith-Schuster
fashion
from the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you guys can see, king of touchdown celebrations. That's pretty fire. I like that a lot.
I still think he just woke up.
As you guys know, this is young
either
kid,
from a hangover
Madden
or
18,
just woke up in general.
Madden champion.
Was like, you know what? I can
give
go
it
in my
up for young
PJs
kid,
and no one's gonna say a darn thing. Sure look it.
Young kid.
They look like jeggings.
How has it been? You know, your success and
The
your
thing
path,
I couldn't
to where you're at
pronounce
today.
It's
Yeah,
I've always been a
They
competitor.
probably
When I was in high school, I was playing baseball. I hurt my arm. So then I picked up Madden, and at first I was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually, I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Plaid, black,
Wow.
whatever.
Okay. So the key to be
jeans
the
are
number
ripped,
one
obviously,
player in Madden is to hurt
Dude,
your
he's
arm
the
in baseball.
champion of Madden.
That's number one. Number two,
Exactly.
you said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to the tournament. So, like, what did you do?
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. We're out here chasing money.
Him, on the other
That's
hand, he
awesome.
can be
Okay,
just
now the
fine.
past two, few years, how has
He's
it
got
been for you? I
plenty
know
of
you
space
had some ups and
moving
downs.
It's been tough. I've had a lot of devastating losses.
He
I've been
probably
so close
jumped
so many
across
times.
the crowd.
I made the final on TV and got blown out
pretty
by all those
crazy.
losses. It made me gain
Oh,
a lot of mental
yeah.
toughness. And that's why I got this belt.
That's awesome. That belt is so amazing. There's a lot of, bling on that belt.
We are bad people.
Well, today, EA Play, first
Yeah,
look
no, I've
at the
seen
Madden
better
19
dress.
trailer.
That's
Super excited.
great.
It's going to be
See-
so fun.
see,
It's
look.
lit.
Look,
I
he looks
honestly
good
wish I can
there.
stay right here and talk to you guys forever.
Yeah,
But I'm not
let's
going to
see
board
the
you guys.
pants, yeah.
We're going to go out.
Probably.
I'm going to try to take this
And then
belt,
you see him wearing the
round
same
two.
pants.
So we're out. Have a good day.
I know he's taking the championship belt back, but honestly, at that point, I would tackle him like, it's my belt. It's mine until somebody else wins it or I retain it.
To the very top of the mountain.
They call me.
Battle through the pain.
Hey, we need to come on to E3 and take the belt. Oh, sorry, can't. I moved to Canada. It's mine. Screw you. Bye.
You've been told legends are born. You fall so you can rise. And you rise so that you can truly see that it was really never about reaching the end of the road at all.
Bravo.
All the moments that got
I
you
mean,
here.
a lot of wrestling school, real wrestling, not WWE. Though, to be fair, they do still put their bodies in danger and destruction, but most of it's for you.
Yeah.
I'd say the Caucasians and the African Americans are the ones that usually do the football.
There's a lot
Would you
of
let the moment define you?
football.
Or will you define the moment?
I don't know. I've noticed a lot of white people play golf and baseball.
Yeah, but then look at Tiger Woods. Honestly, even though one culture there's Jack Nicholson. He was pretty good. I don't mean that. There's a Jack Nicholson.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Golfer.
I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster, here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez. How you doing today?
I'm super excited to be here.
To be fair,
we're going to do
though,
this presentation
I think
a little bit
any
differently
culture can be
and
good
give
at
you
any
your
sport.
first
It's
look
just
at a brand new
Yeah,
mobile
exactly.
game in a live winner-take-all head-to-head match. Michael, why don't you tell us the rules?
Sure thing. The objective is straightforward. Destroy the opponent's base to win. Unit control, super simple. Just tap the destination.
I think Shia LaBeouf said it best.
The most efficient
when
way
he was
to destroy
ranting
the
on
opponent's
whatever he
base
was,
is with
and he's
this
just like,
giant
just do
nuclear
it!
missile in the center of the map.
Nike.
Control the missile by standing on a majority of the
That's
control
right,
points.
that is a
bar
Nike.
fills up while the missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile
Nike
when the
says
bar
you can
fills
do it.
up will fire the
Apparently
missile.
Nike says you can go
Takes
and
2
murder
missiles
people
to
according
destroy the
to
enemy's
Nike.
base
Oh,
and win.
God.
That's it.
Sounds
Apparently
great, Michael.
Nike's
Well,
one of the
enough
top
talking
brands.
about it. Let's
I
get to this
noticed that.
match.
Most of the
Absolutely.
forensic files. We
All right,
found
ladies
a
and gentlemen, we have an
shoe
awesome
indentation.
matchup lined up for you here today. Fighting for the blue side of the
Yeah.
room. If you could
It's
please
got
give a
Nike.
cheer for one of the most
Well,
formidable
because remember,
RTS
Nike's for the
players there
fast
is.
runners.
Make some
Once
noise
you
for
murdered
In
somebody.
Control.
Yes. It is.
His opponent, fighting for the red side of the room. A competitive
What
mobile gaming
happens
phenomenon.
after
Please
Nickelodeon
join me
goes
in welcoming to
dark?
the stage Nick
Nick
at Night.
Night. The Joker?
Yeah.
Now, Mike, it's going to be a real clash of these gaming styles and the
it is.
competitive backgrounds that these players have. It should be a great match.
It really is. I can't wait.
Oh my god.
All right, are the players ready? Let's get
Now,
this
I know
thing
a lot
going.
of people were not happy
I'm ready to go.
about
Let's do it.
the,
All right, let's kick
as they
this
called
off.
it, the
Nice little
Let's
strategy
Play.
game for those of you out there. It's a good genre.
Joker
I'm very
feel
excited
like
for this.
an
The
elf.
players are loading in, and we are ready to
the
kick
match. Here we go.
this off. As the players' bases have been deployed, and the action
Yeah, a lot of
begins
people
like
have
any
complaints
strategy
about
game.
this, but
Economy
they
will
are
be the
showing
focus,
off
but
the game.
Harvester
So
to start things off. Nothing too
they're
crazy.
just showing it off with two good plays.
Now the infantry is going to come out to hold that top
However,
point. Both players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick at Night being able to reach it a little bit first.
No, he
in the
really
strategy
wasn't.
game, that
He did
flank
start coming
position
back
that In Control is going from the top side.
But,
also very important as Nick at Night's forces have to circle around the center.
Right, let's see if he's able to create a 2-on-1. Is he able to get there?
Was just a little bit better personally.
Here comes GDI with Rhino.
Unfortunately, I'm not
Going for the anti-infantry, and like any strategy game, the units that you're going to use when you deploy them will have a huge impact. Your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy as well.
Nick and Night with some attack bikes in the top.
I'm just not a
There he
huge
is.
fan of
In Control placing the turret on the top right side to help cover that Rhino as attack bikes move towards the northwest position. You can see that the missile is beginning to ready and firing that. That takes out half your base. The most important objective on the map is to hold those control zones.
Right, and In Control making a lot of progress to that far right side of the match.
Yeah, he's done a great job of pulling that down with the turret, and now he's redeploying his vehicles to the south side, bringing out more infantry to deal with the attack bikes. And as that economy ramps up, of course, we're seeing bigger, more powerful units come out. We have there the drill pod coming in the left side.
I definitely, if I
Putting
did
some
play
flamethrowers, right, absolutely. Again, those are going to
I would
tear through
definitely
those
do
infantry.
it.
Yeah, and In Control brings out his
With
first
attack.
tank. That's going to be
If
used
I
to
had
help
to
push
choose.
back these smaller forces as he makes his way to the
I
south
don't know,
side. That
Halo
missile
Wars,
passing
so I mean, they could
halfway
pull
now.
it out.
Both
There it
zones,
is.
two zones
Okay.
in control of Nick at Night. He will have the missiles. We see it starts to point towards In Control's base.
Let's see
Technically
if
it is.
In
They
Control
just
can get
forwarded
around
it
to that
over.
top corner, able to halt that missile. He does contest the missile, putting it into yellow position.
Yeah, very important, of course, blocking the pathing of those units is another big factor for this strategy. Holding those locations is so crucial as In Control begins to secure the northwest spot. Another tank's going to come out from Nick at Night to take it out, but now he's bringing out the Pipple as well to help lock down that north position.
This missile is very, very close to firing. Let's see what's going to happen.
With another turret, In
I
Control
can't,
flanks, he takes the top
I
that
can't
missile
really see
and
much
fires
on
off.
either
And
screen.
Nick at Night, one shot away from being knocked out here. As the next one will start to ready up in just a
Yeah, it's
moment's
just
time.
so
In Control's
small.
very heavy artillery force is doing a great job at taking
There we
control of
go.
the map.
Yep.
I mean, I know personally we
And you
can't
can see
Nick at
as
Night,
more of Nick and Knight's forces move up towards that north
he is
position, those
doing
harvesters,
not
of course,
good.
very crucial, very important to protect those. As your economy allows you to get these big late game units.
I mean,
The units are going to come out
back,
more slowly
though.
as you get more of them on the field.
Yeah, like one
But In
blow,
Control,
I think.
just spreading his forces out,
I
trying to
think
hold
you're
this
right.
advantage that he's had so far.
Nick at Night is trying to get in there, but there's a great turret placement from In Control, blocking
Nick
and
at Night
just
is
ripping
trying
through
to get
again
in
those
there.
infantry.
This is a great
And we
turret.
see In Control now moving his tank towards the
Another
south.
drill pod we're seeing with some flame tanks.
Yeah, bring in the flank. Of course, those flame guys do amazing damage to the infantry, help to clean that out. Meanwhile, two more tanks coming out from Nick at Night to try and secure those positions. He brings out the laser infantry on the south side as well to deal with that tank. Going for counters, trying to scout out and see what your opponent is doing and make the proper response is so important in strategy.
Absolutely. Nick at Night cruising around, thinking about harassing those harvesters, coming around the far side for those rhinos. Looks like he's really pressing it.
And we see that missile is starting to get close to firing with
this.
3 zones in control for Nick and Knight, looking to set things back the other way. In control,
I mean, Nick
around
Knight
his
started
force.
doing
He doesn't
good
want to
right about
engage with
here.
just 1 or 2 units. He wants to move all of them together, create a good flank position, and take over that south.
And we're seeing the first mech units from In Control. This is the Wolverine. Gonna rip, and this is watch out for this missile.
And Nick and
there
Knight's
it
gonna
goes.
fire that one off and
Oh, that's why he's gonna rock it.
Next missile is gonna end it.
Next missile wins. Let's see what
Yeah.
happens.
Have control. Wolverines, as you pointed out, for In Control coming out to try and deal with these forces. But Nick and Knight's done a great job of getting map presence and now also harassing the economy of
There he
In
is.
Control.
Yep. Wow. Okay, we've got our first mammoth tank on the board. If Nick Control can get this in position, he's going to do some serious damage.
I guess technically, though, because they were both at half,
He's also bringing
it
out
was
his first
anybody's
air
game.
unit.
Wow.
Deal with those.
A lot going on here.
It's got a lot of range, that big boy, and In Control just needs to hold.
This missile is nearly going to fire.
It could be
And that one tiny little rocket. And, well, honestly, in all reality, it should have just taken the place out with one hit.
That was legit.
He shot his off, and it was
that was epic. Amazing. What a match. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Any thoughts, guys?
I just came to make mammoth tanks, so I've done my job. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That was awesome.
See,
I
there
saw a
you
little bit of
go.
everything
I
right
just
there.
came to make
Perfect.
mammoth
Let's
tanks.
hear it for Nathanius, Nick and Knight, and In Control.
He was the one that won.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw was the worldwide reveal of Command & Conquer Rivals. Rivals reimagines the real-time strategy experience for mobile. We're giving players continuous control of their armies in quick, competitive head-to-head matches that are fueled by skill and strategy.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody can
coming
figure
to
out
iOS and Android devices, but I'm excited to announce that Android players can play the pre-alpha today. So head to the Google Play Store, search Command & Conquer Rivals.
Just
the studio
cause
has been having an
four!
absolute blast playing this
Remember?
game.
Remember
we can't wait for you to play.
skateboard!
Please let us know what you think. Thank you.
The audience just wanted skate. That is a game. Remember me? There is a game that exists called Remember Me. I don't know what it's about. True. To be fair though, they make this game look really cool with the trailer. Compared to what they just showed, yeah. Yep, it's this. I imagine some people have fun with it though.
Oh yeah, no, definitely if you're like sitting there and you're like, you know?
Yeah. Now, I will say, I don't know too much about Command & Conquer. And I could be wrong, so please somebody do correct me if I am. But I am pretty sure that is Kane. Who Kane was a good guy, I think, in 2 of the Command & Conquer.
Yeah, because they all said Kane. They all said, oh, Kane,
Command & Conquer.
They did say Kane?
New generation.
Okay. Because I know in 3,
before
I think he was the main
we close the show
villain.
with a spectacular epic
Oh,
anthem, I wanted to share a few final things.
And I could have sworn he
I'm
died in
blessed
Command & Conquer.
to be able to
3,
work with some of the most
maybe I'm
creative
wrong.
people on the
Yeah,
planet
apparently
who
back in
come
the
to
grave,
work
or it's in
every
the
day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams, and what I can say about us, is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better. And so,
Someone was calling
as you look at the
him
10
Tom
experiences
Cruise.
you're going to see today, and as you play games this week,
A little
there's some
bit.
things we
Why
hope
the
come
long face,
through.
Cruz?
First, that at the very core is
His
choice.
face cruising
Is that
on
you
off.
as players get to choose
It's
how
cruising.
you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on. That in making those choices, you feel you are treated fairly. That no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to
Oh,
play.
I think God given advantage.
That for every moment that you invest, we know that you put so much
Everyone's
of your
given the
life into the
advantage.
games we make, and that for every
Yeah.
moment that you invest, you feel like you are
You have a
rewarded and you are
suppressive
given
advantage going on.
value for that
Because
investment.
you start out the same. Doesn't
And
mean
most
nothing.
importantly,
you have
that
to
the
have
games
the
are
talent.
fun.
You do,
That we move
like-
past the grind and
like
that these
maybe
are experiences
if,
that truly enhance your life.
Oh, what is it? Maybe you play the
And
game
so,
for
as we
tens of
think
thousands
through
of
all
hours,
the
you might
things
have
that
the
we're trying
advantage
to
even
do,
if you're bad.
know that we
But
want
you
to be
get one
better,
good
and
opponent
that we
who's
want
good
to
at
make
this
great
type of
games.
thing, and you're still
And
probably
that
down.
as much as we
Ultimately,
love
the idea is
making
you have to
games,
get around
and as
everybody.
much as you
Because it
love
is a
playing
real-time
them,
strategy.
there's something that is even greater that we can do together. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd
Looks like you
year
should have a
of our Play to Give
unibrow.
program.
Ouch.
Where we show the world
But a little
how the
bit.
power of play
Did you
can
ever
be a
see,
positive force for social impact. Millions of you out
I don't remember
there
what the name of the
participated
show
in
was,
9
but
in-game
one of the villains was
challenges
Robbie.
in our games,
Robbie
working millions of
Rodden, I
hours
think.
in support of Play to Give.
Yeah, that's what. If
And to
you gave him a
celebrate
unibrow, is
that,
what
we
he would look
contributed
like.
a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation
No, see, that's nice.
and
if they give him
equality
$1 million to 3 charities.
are not something we strive for,
That's true.
they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday thread. These three organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center,
that's a good one.
Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization.
I'm prejudiced.
All are doing great work.
I have no idea what the He for She is,
Ditch
honestly.
the label.
Yeah, I
And
think
thank
that's
you for your support.
something.
Oh, I bet you it's
Thousands of us at EA and millions of you
could be, and I guess
together
that's all
doing
right.
immeasurable
Because it said the
good
label.
because we love games. Thanks for being with us,
doesn't probably
and thanks for the incredible
transgender,
privilege of making games for all of you.
he,
Now, without further ado,
not to
let's
be
take a look
called
at Anthem.
and
I mean, I guess all three are good. I mean, I don't know what to think about the first one personally.
pretty much gay pride,
The gods vanished
practically.
and left our world in chaos.
Oh,
I think
Creating,
we're at the end. Ish.
altering,
Minus the interview and the gameplay tech.
destroying. The anthem is all that
yeah, go
remains.
get him.
Go get him, Tiger! Wait, Spider-Man?
There's a storm
I thought this was Iron Man.
It is. Calling
These
from the
walls
sea.
can't protect us forever.
I'm not actually here, though. Or am I?
You won't know until I show my face or my nothingness.
It's like Halo Iron Man.
Halo, Destiny, Titanfall.
It wants to destroy us all.
I mean, the water looks cool. But this is another game where I don't know what to think. I love Mass Effect. I love Dragon Age. I love Star Wars Knights of the Republic. I do not know what to think about this game, whether to like it or dislike it. Like, I definitely feel like this is a game that I would actually have to play. Let's see. Because I know the very first Mass Effect that I played, that I saw previews for, I didn't like the game. I played it, I loved it. Compared to 2 or 3, and it's garbage now.
Well, yeah, you can't ever tell by watching how fast to do it. Like, I don't like watching Dragon Age, but I don't already do it. So it's a lot like Fable in my opinion.
It does, it feels like Fable. That and Witcher. Which,
Well, see, because it's the fact that you can have magic, a sword, or a gun, or whatnot.
right.
Except their guns are arrows.
Unless, of course, you're apparently in the deep roads.
You guys have seen
Deep.
it a couple times.
Then they apparently
It's so
got
cool
machine
every time I
guns
see it.
underground, and it's
So,
like,
I know
why we know that
like me
weaponry?
have had tons of questions about Anthem since last year because we're all BioWare fans. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the rest of the show.
BioWare
And
fans
we're going
don't
to take
mean
a
that we're
deep
fans of
dive
this
into
game.
Anthem. So I'm going to bring out some members of the BioWare team to chat with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzard.
We've now come to our Q&A session.
How was this game? Is it good?
What do you think they're going
All
to
right,
say?
thanks guys. Thanks
This
for
will be the
coming
worst
out
game
today.
ever, and it would not be like,
Game
this
to
is
show,
the
right?
best game we have
It's gonna
ever
be very
produced.
exciting.
Because
So,
they sat
Casey,
there
we're
and
gonna
said,
go ahead and
this
just jump right in
game
and get
is
started
an
with you.
abomination.
So now,
You're fired.
we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day, but you took a couple years off. But before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem
We're
before you
sure we
left.
made it good for the fans.
Yeah, that's right.
We're just a little iffy.
So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for
Feeling
BioWare
great.
fans. You
We're
know, we have
screwed.
the best fans. So it's been super satisfying to come back to it, and you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio, and that's kind of where it started with Anthem. Is just thinking about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game?
Yeah, there's a lot of
And
girl
we wanted to create a
developers.
brand new world for people to discover. You know, a whole new world of
There's
story
more
and
than you think,
character.
actually.
But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, and a game that would change every time you came
I
back
love that
and
they actually
played
made
it.
real
We also
world
wanted to do something
armor
where,
before
you know,
putting
if
it
you
into CG.
wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with stories sort of bolted on this side, but something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
You'd want to.
Your fans
You don't want
really
some piece of
love
armor that's
the
supposed to
stories
bend,
from BioWare,
show
but
the elbow
I think
piece
we're kind
going
of
to the
curious
back
how
piece.
you're planning to make
Yeah, and
story
it's poking
work
out
in
the
this
back,
shared
and
world.
the person's
So
outer
a great story
reality
for
part.
BioWare is
Like,
really
nope,
about
nope,
characters
can't play
that
this
you
game
can have a
now.
connection with,
Played another garbage.
choices you get to make, and feeling like the story's about you.
In a lot of multiplayer games,
like the stories
those
about
things
that feels
get
like Mass Effect.
diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game.
I know
That's
they
what
do
we've
a
tried
little
to
bit of
do
story here,
with
but I
Anthem.
want to see like
It's what we call our world, my story.
Stuff
so when
like
you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous, and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you.
Out of here.
The thing that's really interesting about this, it's
got
unique
cardboard.
for Anthem, is that
cardboard.
this is a living
The
shared
landscape,
world. So
guys,
whether there's
is made of
weather
cardboard.
or it's nighttime, what we're
Your
experiencing,
character
we're experiencing
can
together.
go
Everyone
through
that's
the
playing
environment
Anthem at a
in
moment
real
is seeing the
time.
same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world.
What's on the other side of the
It's a shared
cardboard?
world that we all experience together.
Blue screen and
But then
eyeball.
when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus.
I will say that
And this is a single player experience.
I will say that
turn
again, the
my
environment looks
rewards,
Oh, yeah,
I talk to
that's
some
what I wanna
characters,
call it.
I experience the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives and breathes. And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the first things that we hear when from our community is they want to continue to play in our worlds when they've finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age.
That's an
Players
interesting last
want more
name.
story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love.
Though it reminds me of
an event
like
in
one of
the
those
world
sewers
that,
where water comes
deepens
out
the
of it.
lore,
Except
or
this time
an
it's just like, yeah, we're
entirely
stuck in the
new
water like
storyline
a
and plot.
toilet.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So, Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us, and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this unknowable force called the Anthem of creation. And the chaos of those things pushing against each other means that the world is constantly being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Just my hair,
now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much work goes into creating a new intellectual property or IP, as we've been saying. Now, you know, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms. What's the process of creating a game right from scratch?
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare. You know, and really the hardest part is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page. So what we try to do is we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before? So that's where we start, and then once we think about those things,
that's where we start.
You know,
where do you
that's
end?
the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there, we can actually go and build out every last detail.
I feel like that should be a
trend.
trend.
And one of the unique challenges for Anthem is that it's a world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms, seasons, and yeah, it's a really great concept to write for, because what it means is it gives us the opportunity to drop into the world, almost in real time, a dramatic event that changes the world for everyone. And that could be anything from gameplay to lore.
I don't know, I think this game is supposed to be
all
more
of the
of a
moving parts in the
multiplayer,
dynamic
though.
world sound really cool, the way that they sound like they're going to
Yes,
come together.
I believe
but
it
even
does
though there's
look
obviously
more
a lot
like
going on, it really all comes back to your character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
You're playing
so
as
you are a freelancer. uniquely skilled to pilot these Javelin exo suits, and you need those suits to survive and fight.
Lieutenant Commander Shepard.
Because the world will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, have they've discovered a way they think to weaponize the anthem of creation, and so
there is a guy that does that though. There is a gamer who does multiplayer games with his feet because he doesn't have any arms.
Yeah. No, I've heard you call this power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like what's the canon term here?
I think he does too. I think sometimes he plays with his nose or his mouth on stuff. Whatever it is, I saw the guy and he looks like the way he plays.
And then there's the Colossus, the Interceptor, and finally the Storm.
Yeah, so each Javelin gives you a different way to play the game.
One of the classes
but the thing
is
to remember is, like Kathleen said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage it, or the Javelins that your friends are using. So really what this allows us to do is we built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to do a lot of different things, really designed for up close and personal combat, one-on-one for the most part.
Yeah,
the Colossus is
the 4 different classes are,
but able to really pack in big
definitely
weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
To blow up and.
I'm just going to say the Storm looks like it's going to be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now, too. So the Javelins look awesome, but we're going to take a couple questions right now. So Casey tweeted, some of you may have seen, asking for people out there to send us your questions. And the first one is going to be from Sweet Nicole, who asked,
chair director
a player who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way their Javelin plays, through gear and weapons.
I'll give the customization another one.
Personalize the way that it looks.
If you can customize that cool with the armor,
geometry
and that was Mass Effect.
We want teams to be able to do this as well.
Second to last
and because you're going to be using a Javelin for a long period of time, we really want you to be able to make it your own.
I'm glad you brought that up because actually, Jay Legato has a question connected to customization. Monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics.
Yeah, so we are going to have some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase. But you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power. So that means
they're all white
no
and fodder.
Ability to spend money on
Vader's
gameplay
black
advantage at all.
And, well, he's voiced by
but even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem is an immersive experience that feels like it's complete from the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time. New story, new experiences for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my Javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest. All right, Casey, we talked earlier about this being a co-op experience.
I don't know.
So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem's going to work?
It really is about the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So you want to get a few people together of different classes. So I think here we're going to see the Colossus, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay. If we can have a look at that.
The one who owned the dog.
So heavy artillery, being really strong, in melee combat. And then here you've got the Ranger shooting down from above. And then they're using combos and special abilities and stuff like that. But what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming and flying as well.
So it's interesting because at the Slate Tones wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that that playing with other people feels like a choice. So for people that want to just experience the story, you're going to be able to do that.
I don't know what I would like
now,
them to do.
Now going over to an open world like this,
I am more of a
by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than a team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun, even for people that don't normally engage
I got my partner right here to play with.
That everyone at least gives co-op a try.
You hear he's getting his own movie?
Okay, that's good to know. If you want to roll solo, you can, but
they're giving Bumblebee his own
more difficult. Well, I know you're on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay? Yeah? You guys want that? All right, so Kathleen, I think you're going to set this up for us?
I will. So,
well, like a lot of people say,
you and your friends have decided to play
you've literally
a mission
seen the other
called
four.
Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together an acid-based super weapon, so you got to take them out. So you start in the Strider, which is like a giant walker, and it's your forward base of operations.
But to be fair, they scarcely
You have a conversation with
it
your
wasn't
crew,
like the whole
Halleck, Faye,
70%
and
of
Owen,
the movie
and you'll
was
hear
about,
Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience it here.
I mean, you got
and yeah,
a
then you
show
just
off
get
of
into your
them,
javelin
you saw
suit
one
and you head
and
out
then
with
you
your
saw
friends.
them at the final battle.
All right.
I'd say they probably had
thank
like
you
15
so much,
minutes out of the
Mark,
2 hours.
Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
I was kind of iffy on when it combined together. Like, I've seen the original Megazord, and it's colorful and pretty, and this thing felt like a Transformer.
Yeah, but see, there's a difference between those. They turn into dinosaurs.
Freelancer, time to get to work.
Cars or whatever.
The original Transformers. There actually is a show called Beast Wars. It was an animated series that ran for, I think 3 seasons. That is my favorite Transformers. It's actually a lot of people's favorite Transformers. Literally, the Transformers land on this planet with, like, gorillas, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and a lot of things. And so, since there's no vehicles or anything, they take the form of animals. Like, I think, I know, Megatron was a T-Rex, and I want to say Optimus Prime was a gorilla.
What's the plan here? Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but
because people
be careful.
like using the word Mega. See, here's the gameplay of it. I just don't know what to feel. I mean, you got the gun, so it feels like Borderlands, I guess. But I look at this and I feel like
Borderlands, Iron Man.
Look at all
that's
the weapons,
true.
and the turrets. Better move quickly.
I feel like Call of Duty.
Iron Man, Monster Hunter. Iron Man goes Monster Hunter.
They should have that for a DLC in Monster Hunter. Somebody should team up and put Iron Man into it, the armor, or at least bring Thanos into it. See a monster and just snap his fingers. Look good. Or at least some ancestor from another mother.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, see, you're right. This is one of these games
There's a
where
shaker
the
relic.
gameplay trailer
Wait,
doesn't do
something's odd.
justice for me.
Get a closer look, would you?
I'm definitely gonna have to
See those
play
radiant
it.
pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of
'Cause
Creation.
I'm torn. It's BioWare.
Loads of
I
scars
love
nearby.
most of their games.
Be careful.
But this excites me in some areas and pushes me away in others.
True. Like this definitely. Throwing the bomb.
Yeah, or Rocket.
Yeah. Well,
Take out a
Return next
bazooka
relic. You've got to
and take
silence
care
it
of
fast.
Galavan. Oh wait, that's Gotham. I'm gonna guess that was a neutron bomb.
It's gone silent. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position.
oh look, it's a ranger.
See that?
Hey,
On the
literally
plus
is
side,
the
this
Power
definitely
Ranger.
counts toward hazard pay.
Go,
There's a train
go,
of this
Power
acid gunk leading
Rangers!
down. Follow it.
Dun,
We should
dun.
find the source.
Hunting edition.
Or apparently you get a cape. I don't know what's up with the cape, but I guess I'd probably pick that character. Because I like capes.
A juggernaut.
I mean, that's cool. Jumping down and landing in a mist-filled area. I think it is a broccoli. Either that or a brain eater.
so hyped, you guys.
Yep, and that was actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater,
I think for
here
you,
at,
everybody in the show is
EA
going to look
Play,
gay.
You can check out the game live.
Well, he looks less
So I'm
gay,
sure the
but,
question on everyone's minds,
I think it's
when
the
do we get to
belt and the
play?
So Anthem
I think he's
comes
more
out
better
February
dressed than
22nd,
that football player.
2019.
Though to be fair, I
on
think
Xbox One, PlayStation
I think
4,
a
and
woman
PC.
in
So mark your
LeBron
calendars,
panties
everybody.
would have been better
Fire up
dressed
your
than
tweets.
the guy was.
Thank you so much again to
Well,
Casey
he's
and the
really
entire
like
firework
Mr.
team. I know you guys have that awesome
See,
theater
that should have
outside,
been
so I will see you guys
22,
there.
Right,
Give
be
it up
there.
for Casey,
22.
everybody.
Yeah, like fans.
Yeah.
Everyone I know that's straight.
I also want to give a big thank
At
you
least we're
to
dark
all of
blue.
the developers who
This stuff
showcased
is
their
white.
games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause.
Yeah, sure. You get a round of
Now, some of
applause.
what you saw today, you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup
Yeah,
today.
I will say, if there's one thing that
And
did
Andrew
impress
told
me
us
about the
free
conference, we'll
trial
talk about
of
this here
Origin
in a little bit
Access.
too,
Yarny
for a
is
few
back
minutes,
with a
is
buddy
the fact
in
that,
Unravel 2, which
unlike
is
most
also
of the
available today.
most of the E3s
Plus,
look like this will
you
be
can
available
take
in
on your friends in
August,
Command and Conquer
July,
Rivals starting
November.
today as
Yep,
well.
here it is
Now,
today.
that's a lot
I
of
think
available
Unravel
stuff
was
that's
probably
out
the biggest.
today. Is anybody ready to go home and download anything? No? You're
Not
like, I just want
today.
to go outside into the
I need to
fan
wait
fest.
for,
I get it.
get a little
so,
extra moolah
I
in
want to let you
again.
guys
But
know
it's
to keep your streams going because
Okay.
in just a few moments, the FIFA
Oh, yeah, definitely.
18
I would've
World
bought
Cup
Unravel
live tournament
right here
is
and
going to begin. I'm going to head outside and
too,
check out the
to be honest.
games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and watching the press conference, and have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. But today's Saturday. They're not. They've got conferences going on till Tuesday. That's true. Either way, these people are gonna have a long weekend. There's well, crap. Let's see. We don't need that anymore because butt done. I mean, we're even busy, honestly. So, I mean, we have 3 conferences tomorrow. 4 on Monday, and 1 on Tuesday. I mean, people are busy all the way to Tuesday. For them, this weekend is never ending. Like, at all. Alright, so that ends the EA Play Conference. So, I mean, going into EA, I really wasn't expecting too much. Apparently, neither was she. She's sitting there yawning it out.
I wasn't expecting much the first time. Unravel was kind of a surprise.
Oh, yeah, no. Definitely Unravel was the biggest surprise for me. I mean, I had not heard anything on Unravel 2. When I saw it, I'm
And
sitting
just
there.
like, boom, here it is.
Well, I mean, I do love that guy's expression when they're like, you can play it.
Oh
my
my
god!
They probably weren't expecting it.
No, I don't think many people were. I mean, because last year there wasn't too much good stuff for EA either. The Madden NFL, the story looked like it might be good and interesting. And, I mean, A Way Out was the big thing. So, I mean, EA for me didn't do too much. But the fact that there was at least one thing that I could enjoy made the conference worth it.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, all those sports interviews and whatnot. I guess you could have just scuffed through all that stuff.
But to be fair, if you're a sports fanatic, it was like Christmas for you.
Yeah, but usually if it's a sports fanatic, it's usually only one sport. I've noticed that.
So, if you had to rate the EA conference, what would you rate it?
Oh god. I want to give it good because of Unravel. I really do. Oh god. Probably a 4.
A 4?
A little under average.
To be fair, I'm almost agreeing with you there, but I mean, they really cared about what they were doing, so I'm going to at least give them a 5. I mean, honestly, if not for Unravel 2...
But see, my opinion was coming because most of it was sports.
True.
And I'm not a sports
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good things for EA. Dragon Age, Mass Effect, The Sims. I mean, I could go on for a bit. I mean, they are a good company. But a lot of it does rely mostly on sports.
And see, I would rate it higher even with sports if they had some sort of story, but it's literally just like, yeah, sports.
Yeah. Well, last year, remember, it was Sony that stole the show with how they did stuff. So it'll be interesting. I think Square Enix is going to be the winner because of all the good stuff they got coming out. The Hitman, the Tomb Raider, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Kingdom Hearts 3. Though my opinion on that I will save for Kingdom Hearts when it previews. But I would give it a 5. Mostly just because, again, Unraveled.
Yeah.
And I guess that other one, the Sea of Solitude, I'm kind of iffy about. Anthem, have to wait and see. So, I mean, I want to say I think they did better this year than last year, personally.
Besides A Way Out.
Besides A Way Out. Way Out, I think, was our #1 game.
It was.
Yeah, and then it was Spider-Man.
But who knows, Unraveled might be up there, so.
Well, we're going to buy that one this time, at least, so definitely be able to talk about that at some point.
Yeah.
So, that's the EA Play Conference. I think next up is Ubisoft.
There it goes, gone.
There it goes, gone.
Yep. They got it.
Oh, it might be Microsoft. My fault. It is Microsoft, then Bethesda, then Devolver Digital. I don't really know about that one. That's tomorrow's press conferences. So there's quite a bit. So I guess we'll go ahead and leave it here on episode 49. We'll come back on episode 51. And I say 51 because episode 50 will be Adam's Review Corner, like it has been every 5 episodes. So, pretty okay conference. Alright, so until next time, remember, keep gaming, never give up, and definitely support Unravel 2, because if they have a chance for a 3rd sequel, I'm curious where they can go with it.